Hey, greetings, family, family, family. So here's an interesting thought about, well, you know what? It's more than a thought, it's a fact, but I'm just going to stay there with it. Here's an interesting thought about divine flow. And I'm just realizing this right now. I was watching something or listening to something, and the person was talking about what God had showed them about demons. And they went on to say how I believe it was in a vision or a dream, and God was took them to a place where the demon was. God was there, and God didn't, uh, in essence, God didn't destroy the demon, or he didn't hurt the demon. However you want to say, he didn't do anything to the demon. He just kind of just was there, and then God allowed the person to come into the space and just kind of be next to God. And as the person stayed next to God and was focused on God only, and God was kind of directing the scenery and telling the person what to do, just to stay focused on me, then the demon eventually just left. It just went away because it couldn't do anything. So that reminded me of the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. So because I started to come up with reasons in my mind of, well, wait a minute, we can't just sit stagnant and not do anything, right? That's what we're told. We have to we've got to do something. We got to speak something. We got to say something, and that's true too. But as it relates to divine flow, as it relates to certain things in certain people's lives, remember, God is the orchestrator of your life and what He wants your life to possess or to hold, because God is bigger and wider than what we can even conceive. So yeah, there are some people where he will he will motion them, he will direct them to speak, to say something, and to do something. But remember, it's all coming from the Lord. There are some people, some situations where he will just say, sit still, look at me, pay attention to me, and the seeming battle or struggle will just evaporate like smoke in the wind. So this is very critical to really understand as you are moving in your journey with God, as you're trying to understand things. The key position, the foundational position, is always to be in a position of listening and hearing and obeying. So whatever God tells you to do, it will be done, and you will win. But the great news, especially in this ministry of divine flow, being able to just rest in the processes with God, flow with God, be on the currents of life with God, rest in the secret place of God. These these things will always produce victory and breakthrough, because you have decided that you're going to just stay plugged in and stay connected to the one thing that no one can defeat. And that's the one true and living God. And it's a win-win, because all God wants is your trust and your love and your devotion. And what greater way to show God that you trust him, that you've decided to rest, is to allow him to take you wherever he's going to take you, in all of its scary places. But because he's there, then nothing can touch you. I pray it makes sense, people. Pastor Jamal, I'll talk to you. Peace.